Wow, okay then, a part 2 it is. Over the years, the popular Minecraft SMP Hermitcraft has had many significant members play on the server, some of whom are very unexpected people to have been a member in the past. A lot of these hermits are some whom you've never heard of, or maybe you have. Overall, everyone who's ever been on Hermitcraft has a very special talent, whether it's building, redstone, pranks, or other things. Now, as you've read the title, this is a continuation of a previous video I made where I talked about some members of Hermitcraft who left very early on, as well as what happened to them. Now, that video surprisingly blew up, and a few of you wanted a part 2 of the video, or wanted me to include other significant members who I haven't mentioned, so here we are. Here are 8 more former members of Hermitcraft who you may or may not have heard of, and their traces of what they do on the internet in the present day. Let's start off with the first one on the list. Zueljin was a pretty well-known member of Hermitcraft who joined towards the end of Season 2. He was also part of some Hermitcraft modded series such as Feed the Beast and Mod Sauce. During Season 4, Zueljin streamed his Hermitcraft series on Twitch, but had edited VODs put on YouTube. Sadly, he left midway through Season 4. On his time on the server, Zueljin made many cool builds and bases such as his massive diorite castle and bridge in Season 3. He was also involved in some pranks on the server, such as teaming with Exuma, Mumbo, and False to fill D-Max space with a literal desert upon Zueljin's arrival. Zueljin was good friends with Slipgator, and they made a pretty good team together. Even though Zueljin left Hermitcraft, he still actively uploads videos on YouTube today, where he makes gaming videos and NFT related content. He also has 3 other channels, which are Zueljin Reacts and Zueljin Reacts to Horror, which are his reaction channels, as well as Zueljin TV, in which he posted VODs of his live streams on Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, Zueljin also actively streams on the platform with gaming and yet again other NFT related content, as he considers himself an NFT enthusiast. Zueljin will definitely be remembered among people who watched Hermitcraft during its early seasons, but I'd say his chances of rejoining are highly unlikely as he doesn't make Minecraft content anymore. Aureylian was a very old hermit who joined in the first season but left during Season 2. During her time on the server, she got pranked by many other hermits, but she also pranked the other hermits as well. Aureylian was the first female hermit to join Hermitcraft, and she was also a member on the Minecraft SMP as well. Her channel consisted of vlogs and gaming content, specifically Minecraft, but according to the Hermitcraft Wiki, she was inspired to make Let's Play content by In the Littlewood, also known as Martin, who's a pretty well-known Minecrafter today. Aureylian also has a separate vlog channel, but she hasn't posted on it in 5 years. Now, even though Aureylian hasn't posted on her main channel in 2 years, it appears that she is becoming a bit more active on Twitch recently, and she still actively posts on Twitter as well. In fact, multiple popular Minecraft YouTubers who are still well known today seem to follow her on Twitter, as well as her following them back. I'd say the chances of Aureylian rejoining Hermitcraft are pretty unlikely, as she hasn't been active on YouTube for a long time. TopMass, who used to be referred to as Minecrafted, was yet again another hermit who joined in the first season, but left during Season 2. He stated he left because he was getting burnt out from vanilla Minecraft, but he also played on modded Hermitcraft as well. However, TopMass decided to rejoin Hermitcraft in Season 3, but also left during Season 3 once again. This time, it was because he wanted to pursue more music on his music channel. On his time on the server, TopMass made some nice builds, like the Season 2 Gentleman's Club and Season 3 Hobbit Hole base. It looks like Hobbit Holes run in the Hermitcraft family. TopMass also made some technical farms on the server and was great friends with ThePixelNerds, who I will be talking about later in this video. Just like Aureylian, his last video posted on his channel was 2 years ago, but he still occasionally posts music on his music channel. However, TopMass still actively posts on Twitter, and he recently stated that he would start streaming on Twitch again. In fact, TopMass actually very recently took part in the official Minecraft Squid Game event run by Phoenix SC with around 200 other players such as Grian and Tommy in it. I'd say the chances of TopMass rejoining Hermitcraft are also pretty unlikely, but more likely than most of the other members on this list. Okay, Cubehamster is definitely the most insanely talented member on this list, and you'll get to see why. Cubehamster was not on Hermitcraft for long, as he joined in Season 1 but left midway. He only posted 5 episodes, but during his time on the server, he built a fascinating tree farm, and pulled a few pranks as well, such as threatening and trying to fill a hole that Biffa dug with gravel. However, Hermitcraft isn't what made him so popular, and instead, it was the insane things he did with Redstone. Cubehamster was mainly known for making insane slime block powered vehicles and giant robots, as well as technical farms, and even making one of the earliest piston elevators. He's definitely got some insane talent in Minecraft that not many others have. His last video posted on YouTube was 8 months ago, which isn't Minecraft, but he's still active on Twitter, and he also recently took part in the Minecraft Clash of the Creators event, teamed up with Exumavoid, Logical Geek Boy, and Sliced Lime. His chances of rejoining Hermitcraft aren't so big, but if he does manage to get back on someday, we're definitely gonna see some more insane technical creations on the server. Okay, a lot of you are probably going like, whoa, Dinnerbone was on Hermitcraft? And yeah, he was, but only for a very short time. I know I mentioned him being part of Hermitcraft in part 1, but I didn't really go into detail because he didn't really do much on the server. Dinnerbone joined Hermitcraft in Season 1, but left shortly after. The reason he may be a surprise and is on the list, because Dinnerbone, also known as Nathan Adams, is actually a very well-known Minecraft developer at Mojang. That's right, you know the hidden feature where if you name a mob Dinnerbone, it turns upside down, right? Well, guess what? That feature is actually a reference to Dinnerbone himself. Dinnerbone's character is known to be upside down all the time, which is why the mobs are flipped upside down. Dinnerbone never made any episodes of Hermitcraft on YouTube, but he did stream Hermitcraft twice on Twitch. Dinnerbone was also a guest of the Mindcrack SMP as well. Currently, he's still a developer at Mojang and is pretty well known in the Minecraft community today. Now let's talk about the next former hermit on this list, or should I say 3 hermits. The ThePixelNerds are very unique on Hermitcraft because instead of one person, the ThePixelNerds channel is actually a trio channel that consisted of 3 players, Joshua, JohnEdge, and Alex2295. The ThePixelNerds joined the server in Season 1, and the episodes were recorded by Joshua. Sadly, Joshua left after Season 1, and the other ThePixelNerds only made 1 episode during the season before leaving early on. During their time on the server, they created many creative builds such as a castle in the sky and a house clinging to the side of a wall. They also pulled several pranks, and like I said before, were great friends with TopMass. Sadly, their penultimate video uploaded on their channel was 8 years ago, but 2 years later, JohnEdge made an update video on what the ThePixelNerds are doing now, talking about raising money for a charity called Stella's Army, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find much more info on where they are now in the present day. However, I came to stumble across the fact that they updated their Facebook bio back in April of 2020. Spumwack joined Hermitcraft in Season 2, but left the server during Season 3, which was because he stopped all Let's Play content. However, he did many things during his time on the server, such as making shops. He made a company called Spumco with divisions like Muse Meat and Muse Manufacturing, which became his base. Spumwack also took part in many storylines and pranks, such as his shop being the victim of a prank by Zombie Cleo, as well as Spumwack being the judge of the infamous Pungence and Schism trial during Season 2. After he left Hermitcraft, Spumwack had privated all of his Hermitcraft videos, but a list of his videos can be found on the Hermitcraft Wiki. Spumwack was originally referred to as the Minecraft Muse, as he had a previous channel called that. Spumwack also made a popular Dumb Ways to Die Minecraft parody back in the day, which you may have seen. Spumwack's last series of videos before going inactive were a series of mini-sketches, and his last video was uploaded 3 years ago. He hasn't really appeared to be active anywhere since 2018, but he has posted something on Twitter in 2019 and retweeted something in 2020. Now we have reached the final former hermit on this list. King Happy's story is kinda unfortunate, but it's not like super tragic or anything, so don't worry. King Happy joined Hermitcraft in Season 2, but also left in the middle of Season 2. On Hermitcraft, King Happy made several builds and farms, and he was pretty talented in technical farms and redstone. Happy was also involved in some pranks, and he had a prank war with Mumbo Jumbo, one of these pranks including spreading mushrooms and mycelium around his base. Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? Sadly, however, around the same time of him leaving Hermitcraft, King Happy's channel was taken down mistakenly by copyright strikes. His channel at the time was actually called Queen King Happy, so he had to make a new channel just called King Happy. He reposted a few videos on it, but didn't really do much with it. Luckily for him, a few years later after his channel was taken down, he was finally able to recover it. He announced him getting his channel back on both accounts, and he also stated that he would continue to make videos. However, his last videos were posted shortly after getting his channel back, and he didn't make a video ever since. He kinda just disappeared from the internet, and I wasn't really able to find anything about him now. If any of you guys know something about where King Happy is now, I'd really want to know. So, those are 8 more former hermits who left Hermitcraft very early on, and a lot of you may have known or heard of them. Which of these former hermits is your favorite on this list? Also, I want to clarify that I know there's still many more former hermits on Hermitcraft, a lot of them who are also pretty well known, but you know I wouldn't really be able to fit everyone in this video, and honestly, I probably won't do a part 3, though if you've watched my video explaining a bunch of popular SMPs, you'd know that I might make a part 2 of that in the future. If you haven't checked out part 1 of this video, then I'd really recommend it, and I'll also put it in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you found this video entertaining, and if you did, you might want to consider subscribing. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you there. Goodbye.